There we go. So, oh my god, guys, we're starting a session in media res. That never happens. Okay. I just wanted to say that out loud because it sounds so condescending when people say it. Okay. Xanthoria gets to go. She's in the corner with the spiritual weapon in her face.
The game's paused.
My game's still paused on my side. There it goes.
And now it is not paused, and she has none of those. Oh, she cast that. She's not going to cast that. Ooh.
No.
Is Spirit
Bad.
Guardians... That's a spell, right? Yeah, it's a spell.
Yeah, that's a spell.
Bad
Mhm.
brain.
Is the lair action that's restraining us a spell?
God damn it. Range, yes. Do it. She is going to try and dispel your Spirit Guardians.
So
Oh.
What level did you cast it at? That's really the question.
the whatever default level is.
Which I think is 3rd level, I believe.
That sounds right.
Uh,
Let me see if I can spot it. Yeah, it's 3rd level.
Okay, so 3rd level or lower spells are automatically dispelled by Dispel Magic. So bam, you lose
This is gonna be
Spirit
a
Guardians.
gonna be a short-lived dispel, but okay.
Hey, she's got until your turn
Oh.
starts.
So, what about the effect for heroes
The effect for
Hero's
Hero's
Feast.
Feast?
and the effect of the Channel Divinity that I have going on?
No, she's just targeting.
There.
It's one
She's targeting
magical
one spell.
effect.
Okay.
Stop giving him ideas.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to play fair.
Stop it. We're trying to break his game, not have him break us.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So nuke the Spirit Guardian effect because I don't know how to do that.
I found how to do it the other day, and then I lost it.
Maybe under effects. No.
There we go. Got it. It's sequence
You
layer.
realize it's likely going to come back immediately when I'm at next turn.
There's a thing called burning resources. Anyway, there's
It's
also
true.
only so many things they have. Okay, I think that is her action. Her move will be to get over here so nobody can see her, and that is the end of her turn. Lolly, it is your turn.
Okay. So the strength save to get out of the snare is an action, right?
Yes. That is, of course, it's not on her. Because why would it be on her character sheet? Oh.
By the way, it's kind of BS that I don't have a +1 weapon. Just
You don't have a +1 weapon? I thought everybody had a +1 weapon.
You gave me a +1.
Anvar doesn't have one either.
Well, you could have bought one,
But
Anvar.
Anvar
That's
was-
your own fault.
Yeah, well, Anvar was more concerned about defense than offense.
You got like 36 grand to start the game, so that's your problem.
Yeah, well, I'll eventually pick one up, maybe.
Like at this point, I don't think it's that hard of a problem to solve, except for the fact that you're in a fight right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Where is that? Where the hell are the lair actions? There it is. So yeah, it's a DC 19 Strength Athletics check, and it requires an action.
well, I'm gonna try and break out, I guess. No.
No, correct. You are still restrained.
Just fuck.
So if you have a relevant bonus action,
No, that's literally all I can do. So now I'm gonna get fucking smacked in the fucking face. Cool.
we are
Maybe.
to Gibbles. New round, by the way.
I have a plan for my turn. Dealing with the demon.
So to roll that's a full action to roll to get out.
Yeah, so it's an action to try to free yourself or another creature within your reach with a successful DC 19 Strength Athletics check. The roots and vines wilt away when the Lich uses this lair action again or when the Lich dies. So if I do this again, the current area will no longer be effective. Yeah, so it's an action to try to escape. Restrained, which is what it's applying to you, reduces your speed to 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
And so you said it's a 19?
Yes, Strength Athletics 19.
Wow, dude, I have to roll. I have to crit my way out of this.
You have a negative strength modifier?
I have a -1 strength, yeah.
I mean, you can attack at disadvantage. That is also an option if you wanted to do that.
Well, I like to think I'm a halfling. I'm about as tall as whatever all this stuff is. I'm going to, I'll throw a dagger. I'm gonna try and throw a dagger at the guy right next to me.
Why not just use your rapier?
Or I guess I can just hit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
The
just
rapier
assuming
is...
I'm like so tiny, like I can't reach him, but I guess I might next time. All right.
No.
So it's a disadvantage. So I roll twice, basically.
Yeah.
Take the lowest. All right.
Although after you roll, if you look at the card, if you highlight over the attack roll, wait,
If it ever shows up.
whenever it decides to show up, I gotta refactor this world, man. That's the next thing I'm gonna do after this fight.
I think it's lagging maybe for me.
I'm seeing the dice. It's just not coming
you
through
are?
I saw
chat,
the dice. Yeah.
Okay.
which is weird.
Yeah, chat's just not coming through. Teresa was having this problem last session.
Yeah. Florida
It says
doesn't.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida doesn't like Forge.
Cox Internet does not like us.
Okay.
You have Cox over there? I have Spectrum.
Oh, Spectrum. Yeah. Spectrum didn't like me either though, so good luck here.
Well, that one came through.
There we go.
I rolled it for you, and you got an 18, which will hit. So that's 9 piercing with the +1 rapier. Does anything else apply right now?
Just that, and then I can do my sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
How much damage does a sneak attack?
Sneak attack does 66 damage.
I'm just gonna roll it if that's okay, just because of lag.
That's fine. You don't need advantage. You don't have advantage. Disadvantage.
Yeah, you have somebody else
But I
running the monster though.
Yeah, so I'm good. All right, never mind. Yeah, roll Ray.
I got 25 for your sneak attack damage.
Sweet.
So there you go.
Thank you, God. Thanks,
All right.
DM.
Well, it just seems easier to hit the buttons, so we don't sit here dealing with that. Okay, so I think that anything else on your turn?
Well, with my bonus action, I'm gonna use my I'm gonna hide if I can.
Do you have something that lets you hide against something that is staring right at you?
Yeah, that's why I didn't hide, because I was like, I'm standing right next to him,
Like,
and
I
I'm
answer
scared.
when you attempt to hide in combat, it's usually assumed that all enemy combatants are actively paying attention. So your stealth roll is contested by perception roll.
That's not bad.
But he's
Yeah, but like
asking
you're
how.
immobilized and just hitting.
I know.
I don't want to.
I'm so tiny that I can whatever we're stuck in. I'm as tall as.
Grim, maybe like disadvantage?
Sure.
Whether it's reasonable that you could attempt to hide.
Because you could hide
Very
within
quickly,
me.
am I still concentrating or slow, or did they both make their saves?
Slow went away a while ago. They made their save.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to say is this, because you literally just stabbed it. You can roll at disadvantage, and if you crit, you can hide.
All right.
Because that's some pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, if you can manage that, I'm gonna be super impressed.
So disadvantage on dexterity.
Stealth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, stealth.
Where's my stealth?
So if
I
you
mean,
can-
you have to roll a nat 20
Twice.
on disadvantage. Yeah. So
Um,
you didn't do that.
That was a 10, so it doesn't matter. I guess roll one more. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You'd have to roll 2 20s. So it's technically possible, but kind of fuck you, because you're standing right next to it and you're restrained and you stabbed it. I think as a general rule, if something can just literally see you, hiding from it is going to require some mitigating circumstance, either movement or cover or something. But if you're just like standing, anyway, hopefully that makes sense.
But
So we'll go to-
That's fine. I thought I'd argue.
Don't worry, the Saturday group, we have even crazier debates about when you can try to hide.
I can
Yeah, they-
imagine.
We got a guy that likes to like. Anyway, Anvar, you're up.
I'm going to as my bonus action, move the spiritual weapon and swing with it. I assume I'm disadvantaged for this attack.
Well, you can't see it, so I'm gonna say yeah, because like you wouldn't actually know where to put the weapon to go because you can't see Xanthoria,
well then,
right?
I
It
just
is-
assumed she was standing back behind the pillar, but
Well, you can try. Yeah, I say yeah. Attack at
you can
disadvantage
just like
makes sense.
smash it towards the wall and hope it
Yeah,
hits.
just like you basically like Mjolnir through the back of the place, hoping the spiritual weapon hits something. You're like, she's got to be back there somewhere. You're back.
Well,
it
turns
doesn't
out that
matter
didn't
if I roll a disadvantage.
Turns out it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's your bonus action. What will your action be?
I am going to upcast Spiritual Guardians. I was going to banish the demon, but with it being close to death, I thought it was not worth it. Let's see, there we go. Do it at 4th.
Well, that doesn't matter. I don't want to do that again. Okay. 4th level Spirit Guardians. Ooh. So that happens on their turn, so we'll deal with that when that happens.
That's it.
She can't do that. She can't do that. Oh man, I crippled myself. I can't take any of my legendary actions right now.
'Cause you can't see anybody.
Yep. Teresa, it is your turn.
Let me see what we got here. Okay, let's start with this then. So I'm gonna cast Ice Storm.
Say Ice Storm?
Ice Storm, yeah. And
Mm.
and gonna put it in the only place I can see, which is right here.
Wow, that graphic is hard.
Yeah, I
Okay.
should be able to see it.
No, I can see it. It's like,
Blends right in.
yeah. Yeah, so that'll hit the Nalfeshni, and it will hit Xanthoria, actually. Okay, so I have to do some
Wow, that's really low. Wow.
some saving.
I am
You've
throws.
been not lucky on damage.
Yeah, I just keep rolling low dice rolls.
Well, our moldy pig boy gets a 13 on his save, so he fails. Xanthoria will get a 15, so she fails. Okay, so they both take bludgeoning and cold damage. Does this do anything else besides
Difficult
damage?
terrain, right?
It makes that area difficult terrain.
Okay. Why? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, until the
Attributes.
end of my next turn, it's difficult terrain.
Okay, so she's
It's
gonna
log
take-
everywhere.
It's gonna take that, and she is going to take that, and then the Nalfeshni is resistant to cold and non. Is that magical bludgeoning damage? Yes, it is. It's a spell.
See, that the question is that it doesn't specifically say, but it's a spell.
I'm gonna say if it's a spell, it's magic.
Yeah, it's that'd be
and
kind of
then
weird if
it
couldn't
is
do magical
resistant. Sorry, it's resistant to cold, so I'm gonna fix what I just did wrong. There we go. But it does take damage from both of those. I will say this is the one time in my life I think that I have ever agreed with Crawford that if the source of damage is magical and it just says a physical type, it's still magical. Okay, carry on.
Okay, still restrained, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody break out of that?
Okay.
No.
No.
I think the bear
No.
saved. Didn't Liz save?
No. I
Oh,
rolled
nobody
like an
saved?
8. Said no.
Okay.
The bear probably has the best chance to actually break the restraints.
Yeah, it was a
The rest
DC
of us are pretty
19.
screwed.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there's no way I'm gonna break out of that, so I'm just like, eh. So anything else? Nope, that's it.
You eventually defeat the enemies, but all starve to death because you are trapped by vines.
I'm assuming
okay.
if we have like 10 minutes, we'll eventually work our way free. If you try long enough, you'll eventually get a high enough roll.
Okay, our shambling mound gets to go. That's not good for anybody. Although I think it also got restrained, didn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So it's kind
The
of
demon did too, but it teleported.
Yeah, because I can
Yeah,
cheat,
the
because
demon
I'm God.
teleported and then immediately got snared.
And then teleported again, I think. Because why not? Okay, it is going to multi-attack. And I think it's going to go for Teresa. Because you look smaller. So I'm going to do 2 slam attacks, and we'll see what happens. A 12 and a 16. I think just the 16 hits. So that's 11 bludgeoning damage to you, Teresa.
Yep.
Just not gonna let me get that engulf off.
Taking all that temporary hit points they keep giving out away.
Ooh, but the Nalfeshni gets to go again. Oh wait, hold on. The Shambling Mound has to do Spirit Guardians.
Yeah,
Um,
DC 16 was save.
Okay, save, wisdom. Nope. How much damage?
I think it said 23 radiant.
Spirit Guardians
thanks.
tear it
Right.
apart.
The like status effect that we have is restrained.
Yes.
Yes.
So it should have attacked at disadvantage. Is that where you were going with
Oh
that?
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Although I think you rolled better.
Okay, so then Alfeshna gets to go. Sorry, Spirit Guardians is at the start or end of turn?
I think it's the end, but let me
Can you
back up
double
and
check? Because Teresa might have 11 more hit points than she has right now.
When they first enter the area or starts each turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. She does have 11 more hit points.
Yep, so you have 11 more hit points, Teresa, because I didn't even
Oh,
get to
okay,
attack.
I'll take that.
And Alfeshni will make its wisdom save.
You hit it right on the nose.
Did I roll a check? I rolled a
You did.
check. I rolled a save.
That works out better for us. 12
Oh.
will fail.
Okay, so it fails, so it takes
23
crap.
radiant.
And there goes that. Your Spirit Guardians just annihilated. Tore apart the demon and the shambling mound. The mound kind of just disintegrates into a pile of rotten mass, but the Nalfeshni kind of dissolves and burns away into a pile of lichen-y, puddly goo as its soul is taken back to the abyss.
Well, I feel better about wasting the 4th level spell now.
Yeah, that paid off. Okay, it's Liz's turn.
All
So I
right,
have
I'm
no
gonna
turn
try again, trying to get out of this as the bear, because otherwise, we're doing. It's a strength saving throw, though, right?
Strength athletics check,
Oh,
which in most cases is very similar. You're looking for a 19. Nope.
all
Do you have
right.
anything that would buff that?
I don't think so. No, I was just that. I don't.
Okay.
Not as a bear. I was like, I'll try one more time. Got rid of the sham down one time there. Actually, I guess I could use my bonus action to get out of the shape. Actually, I'll just stay bear just in case anything attacks me, but I'll use my bonus. Get out of wild shape.
Damn.
That's all for me.
Okay. Okay. So I think we are to do the following. Let me double check that. Where is that? Because I like that more. Is that page missing? Okay, so you hear kind of a combination of kind of like deep, weird crunching and some sickly wet sounds from the far corner of this room. I don't think any of you can really clearly see where Xanthoria is right now. And I'm going to do that and do that. And wow, really? Okay, cool. I think Gibbles, you might see this. Gibbles, also, you see a large dark. You see it. Well, you don't have night vision, do you?
Yeah, he does, because I
Oh, he
gave
does?
him
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave him that channel divinity effect for an hour.
So you see a large rotting tree shape kind of pull itself out of the wall to the
boy.
north. And we will go to Lolly's turn.
Okay, well, really do anything but try and get out again.
Sorry. The effect of the thing. Sorry, I should have noted this as well. The effect of those vines drops from all of you. They all wither and go away.
Great.
Nobody is restrained.
There's
Was it for my turn?
It happened on Xanthoria's turn because of something she did.
Oh. Then never mind.
Nope, it happened for a reason.
Okay. Or I thought it might have been the sham.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do insightful fighting on whatever the fuck this thing is.
So it looks basically like some of those tree ants you saw outside, but
Uh-huh.
fucked up and twisted by Xanthoria's demonic lichen bullshit. So take your nice friendly tree ant and make it a hideous mockery of one that has been tainted by the abyss. Anyway, so insightful fighting, I roll
That's what I was just looking up.
deception,
Insightful
right?
Fighting, I make an insight, you roll deception.
It's such a weird thing. Whoa.
I mean, I'm still gonna win, so.
I just want to say, I just rolled a 20 as a treant for deception, okay? So I'm
you
just
could
pleased
fake
with
out a
myself.
lot of things.
You could say it's a deceptive tree ant.
Oh, actually, they're not dumb. Turns out.
Yeah, well, he's about to get shot in the face! No, he's not. Not with that roll.
So you rolled a
We're
10.
at advantage. Oh,
You
wow.
do have advantage. Well, I mean, advantage. Yeah. Okay.
That was fun. So that was good turn. Good turn. Alright.
Okay, so I don't think he can get through the opening to you, Lolly. He is too big. It's about a 5-foot gap there, and this thing is huge. How far can it move in a turn? 30 feet. But this is all difficult terrain still, Teresa?
Yeah, because of her ice bomb.
Yeah. Does that persist?
I don't know. And I think Teresa might have gone to get a drink. So, Ice Storm. Hailstones turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of your next turn.
Which has
that was
not
her
happened yet. Yep. Okay, so this is all difficult terrain. So it can get 5, 10, 15 feet. That's as far as it can get because it's trying to get through difficult terrain. And it's basically filling this cavern as it comes forward. And I think, Lolly, you can see that it literally like pulled itself out of the wall. There's like a treant-shaped hole. Although it almost looks more like the hole a wort leaves behind, not a hole in dirt. So that's kind of disgusting. And it's coming out.
I also note that I can't see Xanthoria.
No, you do not see Xanthoria anywhere.
That's a
And
problem.
I should
Otherwise,
maybe
I'd shot that bitch.
don't want to do that. So I guess really all treants. Is that really all they do? Yep, they just have multi-attack.
So run away.
How's the reach? 5 feet. Wow. Okay. Treant can't do. Oh, it can throw rocks. It can throw rocks. So it's gonna throw. Gibbles, it's gonna throw a rock at you. Oh no. Yep. It's just get one attack. It's gonna throw a rock at you, Gibbles.
Ooh, that 19. That was dangerous for a second there. Oh, it
Does
still
it-
ends up being
It's a
19.
good attack.
Do I get any sort of like dexterity saving thing here or no?
Do you have an ability that lets you do something?
uncanny dodge.
But I got uncanny dodge. I was just curious if it's just built because he's throwing. I didn't know. Never mind.
It's just
I
an
mean,
attack roll, I think.
Yeah, it's just an attack against your AC. Turns out Tree's good at tossing rocks. Treebeard was pretty good at that.
Well, yeah. So it hits me.
Takes
but
off
I'll,
the temporary hit points and the Hero's Feast hit points first.
Do you use Uncanny Dodge?
Yeah, why not? You gotta use
Yeah.
my reaction. Have the attack.
Yeah.
What a nice DM asking that. So nice.
So 32. So all right.
It's only because I looked at the character sheet real quick. And yes, I'm biased, whatever. Carrying on. That's the Treant's turn. Gibbles, what are you?
So this the ice storm is difficult terrain for everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna, and it's only this dark circle.
Yeah. It's basically everything north of where you are. Like if you
I just feel like there's a lot of circles. I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
yeah,
so I'm gonna.
let me try to get rid of a few.
Can I
like-
can I just try and this giant mushroom that's right above me? I'll just try and hide there. Is that possible? Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, you would not know that Lolly can't. Or I guess I don't know. I don't think Lolly, you don't see Xanthoria, but I don't know if that's
I didn't tell anybody, so.
yeah. So like you think yeah. I don't know what you're trying to do, Gibbles, but yeah, you can run up there. That's
I'm gonna
fine.
wait because I wanna hide. So I'm just gonna hide.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check just so I know what your
I'm
stealth
getting
is.
I'm getting there. My computer's lagging real hard right now.
Good roll. Or at least good
Well, that was
roll.
a bad roll.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay, by D&D maths, that's pretty good. 23 is pretty good. Okay. Anything else?
I'll have my turn.
Then that goes to Anbar.
great. Let's see. 10, 15. That's disadvantage, so that'd be really 20. See where that puts him. Oh, I'm on the ruler. Sorry.
You are banished from the game. No, not really.
So, I'm going to move there.
So he's got
He's got to make a wisdom save because he just entered the area. Oh, no. Is that how it works, or is it just...
I think it's just on his turn we'll do it.
Okay.
Is it the first time they enter on... Well, whatever. We'll just do it on his turn. That seems simpler.
It's when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there.
Okay, I'll roll the save now. And then he won't do it on his turn because it already happened. Wisdom, right?
Yep. He made that one.
Damn. This is corrupted Treebeard right here.
What a wise tree.
So I'm gonna Sacred Flame it and use the Blessed Strike feature. So he's got to make a dex save.
I have to look something up too. But that's radiant, isn't it? It's not actually fire damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Just confusing. Okay, so I need a dex save. Where are you? Saves. Dex.
That would be a fail.
No. Well, it is a tree.
Yeah.
So, okay, so he will
So,
take... let's see
23
here.
total. Radiant.
Yep. He'll take 23 radiant.
And then I'm going to course, where Anvar is, I can't actually see the stinking hammer.
I mean, if you want to pull it behind him, I don't care about that.
Yeah, well, I think you might have to do it for me.
Oh, okay. Like there?
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to attack with it on my bonus action.
Okay.
And not hit a thing.
Yeah, a 10 is not going to hit. Okay.
That's
I think
Anvar.
that's it for you. Teresa, are you back? Or
Yeah, now that I can move, gonna come around here. Okay. Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3. I don't want to be in range of that tree, that corrupted tree. Five. Okay, cool. So, but I can still do this.
but I can still hurt you. Oh yeah.
I'll place it right there.
So we actually get to use vulnerability because they're vulnerable to fire, assuming the dex save fails. And it does. So that does 68 damage.
Oof.
Finally, some big numbers here.
Just immolate the crap out of that tree ant. It looks. It just went from looking kind of mildly pruned to heavily damaged. Just like chunks of it are burning and falling off.
Is Anvar caught in that fireball?
No, you shouldn't be. I set it in a place where, because the center is like here. No, you're not.
I'm gonna delete this template and see where this template. Yeah, nope, Anvar, you're not in it.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm getting rid of that difficult terrain template because it fades.
Yeah, that's fine because it ends at the end of my turn.
And then I'm gonna delete.
Nice that she just fireballed it, so if it wasn't going away, it definitely did.
Yeah.
I mean, rules is written. It's still technically difficult terrain is created by.
You see, because of the laws of thermodynamics, the ice would melt into water, and then it would go into steam when it gets hit by a big fireball.
So anything else, Liz? Or I'm sorry, anything else, Teresa? I was looking at Liz's token in the turn order.
Liz can be removed too.
It doesn't need to be.
Oh, okay.
You've got your little.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it, Teresa?
Yeah.
Liz, it is your turn. Are you like a reptilian bear or just a bear?
Just a brown bear.
Just a big brown bear, bro.
What if, and I'm just going to throw this idea out there, when you wild form into a bear, you still have like a scaled stomach?
If I'm having anything, I'm going to have like a scaly back. Like, it's like a stripe on your back.
Cool. I like that. Like a spinal ridgeline of scales on the bear. Yeah, that's going to be our canon for your bear form going forward. Anyway, back to gameplay. And what would you like to do?
I want to move over next to this tree thing. I'm still in bear.
Yeah, I think you can easily get onto that table. Like or over there.
The table. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I keep thinking that this is like. Oh, that's pillar here. Right?
Yeah, it's the. Yeah.
I'll go in. I didn't realize that was an actual table there.
Yeah, that's where she was vivisecting the various creatures.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do my multi-attack and do my bite, and then.
I will say, as you clamber up onto the table, one of your paws gets covered in the viscera on that table. But no effect, but it's just gross.
Bear Liz doesn't care.
Yeah.
Regular Liz won't care either.
So a 13 will not hit.
That was ramp roll. Okay. And then I'm gonna roll for my claws.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
that's a critical hit.
Yes. Okay.
You shall rip and tear.
Yeah, do you just want to do it like that? My normal damage for that is 2d6 plus 4. Do you just want to multiply it?
Just
or do you want me-
multiply it. We'll just multiply it by 2.
Okay.
Okay, so 24 to the treant.
Ouch.
Let me see here. Does this count as... Is this slashing? What type of damage is it?
That one is slashing, yes.
Okay, so that'll do 24.
My bite would have been piercing.
Yeah. So you got one more claw?
Nope, that was.
Oh, okay.
I just had I have both the bite. Yeah,
Okay.
one with the bite and one with the both claws. So it's like I'd be like rolling up on it and be like, like diving with both.
I'm sure the sound explained exactly the movement she just made because it was glorious.
I'm imagining that as you were saying this in person, you were also swiping your hand at the monitor.
Yeah.
Both hands simultaneously, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So, fireball sets things on fire. Is there anything that's on fire?
I would say nothing functionally on fire. Like you have basically smoldered all of the lichen and mold in this corner into.
And the cage.
And the what?
The cage that's underneath the treant.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming that just got like smashed into kindling when it walked through it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any major source of fire left. Like there's.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So Xanthoria isn't on fire, I think.
No, Xanthoria is not on fire for reasons. Let's see here. I need to throw down, in case it matters, there. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to go here and get a template. Or just give me a 20-foot template. Christ. There. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so that happens. Get out of template mode, me. And then that happens. Lolly, it is your turn.
All right. Here. Shoot. Hopefully better than last.
That's a crit.
Technically, I don't think that sneak attack doesn't crit, does it? You can deal.
I have no idea.
It doesn't say so.
I think in my game I was doing it, but I don't know if that was
yes.
actually real rules or not.
Oh, it does.
Oh wait, that's Pathfinder.
Yeah. Crit.
I'm just checking real quick to see if anybody has any good. All damage dice of the attack.
Sneak attack damage doubles on a critical hit.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. You get double sneak attack damage.
Oh lordy, here we go.
Oof.
Ooh.
So your total was that the double damage or the normal damage?
That's normal damage.
Okay, so
Oh wait, so I can roll crit damage right here. Look at this.
hey, what?
Because
Okay.
it doubles the dice, I guess.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so it's 41 plus 6, so
6.
that's 47 total damage. It will take half of that. Half of 47 is
23.
20, is it?
Started blasting.
You somehow with your crossbow go straight through the treant's eye into whatever suffices for a treant's brain, I guess, and it just kind of collapses in a mound.
Nice.
A non-shambling mound, mind you.
Yes, it is not a shambling mound. It is just dead. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Gonna blow off the tip of my crossbow and then holster it real quick like a cowboy.
Okay. Then I'm going to end combat. Because I don't think... Yeah. I'm going to end combat, and I will turn that down.
Wait,
She is not in this room anymore. She is gone.
oh shit.
Interesting.
Hell.
So you guys are standing in the ruins of Xanthoria's vivisectorium, I guess.
Is there any way that we could like trace where she went?
How would you like to try and do that?
No, I was asking people if like anyone has a skill that would track her.
I
or
have
something.
keen smell.
Nailed it. Let's go.
For out.
I have
That
an ability
works.
to get true sight.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I have a Tresem pet. They can see invisibility.
Yeah, maybe we should have it fly around.
I just remembered. I'm like, wait, do I have see invisibility? And I forgot that the pet does.
Your Tressum does not see Xanthoria in this area.
Okay. So... Gosh, but this area is huge, though. We might have to have multiple people trying to find her.
Okay, I got 11 on my perception, which is keen. Oh wait, I have advantage.
Once.
Percent?
Okay,
You're trying to
so-
sniff out Xanthoria?
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if there's a secret door, Grim.
Do you have that ability still?
No, I wish.
Okay. You do not detect any secret passages in this area. Liz, you... the only sense that you are getting in this room are the sense of death and moldy lichen rot.
That's not great.
Okay, so... Alright, I'm going to... Oh, I don't want to do this because it's such a nice cat. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to use the Find Familiar ability to see through my familiar. And I'm going to send out Barry to go searching.
Anvil will
The
follow the
range is
cat.
only about 100 feet, so... Well, I mean, the range is infinite, but I can only communicate with Barry about 100 feet, so...
Do you want me to try and keep up with the cat? Or tell the cat to go slow enough that I can keep up?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Slow down, Giddy.
Is there a corpse of the demon, or did it just get like banished back to its realm?
Its corpse kind of disintegrated after death as it returned to the abyss. So there's a shambling mound corpse, there's a treant corpse, there's the corpse of a child, and a deer kind of strewn about this room.
Is there anything of note with any of these corpses, or is it just like, you know, ash and a dead deer and a dead child?
I mean, at least on a cursory inspection, they're all just dead.
Okay, Liz is gonna get out of the wild shape, first of all.
Okay, let me just make you smaller.
Normal size lid.
There you go. And you meld with the wall. Clipping error.
So while I'm looking through my familiar, I can't move myself. So let's go.
So is the familiar just on Anvar, basically? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I would order my familiar to just follow Envar.
Yep.
And meow whenever she sees something.
Sure.
You could turn into a flying and see.
Could probably drop the spiritual guardian spell.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna. There we go.
Any animals other than? Do I see any like living things actually other than familiar?
No. I mean, there's tons of fungus and crap, but that's not really. There are no like entities. So Anvar, as you get there, you see there's a poison cloud that got left in that kind of green square space. Can you see the green square space?
Yeah, I can see the green squares.
Yeah, so there's like the same spore thing that she dropped in the middle of the fight. It looks like the same cloud of spores has been dropped in that spot.
Lovely.
But I think Hero's Feast negates poison.
It does.
Okay, so you can run through it, but it's there.
Yep. It's on the right path.
Or is it a decoy?
Yeah, she could be anywhere up here.
Well, I also have.
Oh, but she's probably not anywhere. She's probably in a particular place.
I have this that could help. Basically, like.
Okay, so stop moving for a sec, Anvar.
Okay.
If we can come up with a message we want to send her, I can get a message across. If she's on our same planet.
Okay.
So this is 1 minute to cast.
I haven't actually cast it. I was just putting it up as like we can maybe do this to try and suss.
I'm just kind of looking at what it does because I don't think I've ever read Dream before.
Yeah, usually experience and not freedom.
Also, in the meantime, Teresa would be communicating to the others in the room through the cat.
If the target is asleep, the messenger appears in the target's dreams. So shape the environment. If the target is awake, the messenger knows it and can either end the trance and the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep. At which point the messenger appears. You can make a messenger appear blah 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 blah.
I mean, yeah, it's like a fifth
Okay.
level. So
you can basically like communicate with a target unless they're like with various conditions. Okay, cool. So I guess if you guys want to do that, let me know because that's going to take a minute to cast. Anvar, as you get kind of where you are, you see that there is a shambling mound by the entrance of this whole place.
Oh, goody.
Another one?
Well, I was just gonna say that I was gonna tell everybody I have this spell that I could potentially communicate with her with, but we need to come up with a message we would want to send. Do that, but it'll take me a minute to cast, but it might be a good way of trying to figure out what's going on.
So, has the Shambling Mound spotted Anvar yet?
Not yet.
Great. Anvar's going to go back to the group and say, well, I didn't find her, but I found a Shambling Mound. And she left a poison cloud or spore cloud to try and slow us down.
Well, I mean, we can attack it and kind of just keep going.
Yeah, but I don't think Anvar wants to. Well, he's willing to do it if he has to. I don't think fighting it on his own is really the best plan for the group.
Probably not. Well, I think what Alex is trying to say is like Liz is trying to say is that we could like try and do the dream thing and communicate with Xanthoria.
I think Anvar, the only thing that you noticed is the fairy that had been accompanying you guys in here, Thunderwing. She'd kind of hung back by the entrance to Xanthoria's tunnel. She was nowhere in the area that you were looking at.
That's not good.
I think that's the only thing to note.
I will mention that as well when I get back.
And I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom real quick and then pick up from here. So if you guys want to plan it all, go ahead. I'll be right back. Or if you want to go to the bathroom or whatever.
I think I'm cool with the dream idea. I think Gibbles, honestly, I feel pretty cocky right now. Like Xanthoria is running away, and if you guys want to try and talk to Xanthoria, I don't think Gibbles really cares. I think he just wants to get out of this place.
It's all about talking shit.
So Anvar wants to put her down and thinks she's still in the... Yeah. Anvar thinks she's still in the area based on finding the Shambling Mound, and he's also worried about the implications of the sprite being gone. But Anvar thinks we should deal with the Shambling Mound, since that's the most obvious thing he's found so far. But he didn't go down the side passages because he was afraid that if he moved further in, he would attract the Shambling Mound and have to fight on his own, which he was fine with, except for the fact that it'd be slow for the rest of the group.
I mean, Liz can help too. I was just bringing up the dream thing because it might be a good way to know where we're going.
I mean, if we had a message to send, but since the message is we pretty much want to kill her, I don't know what we want to say.
Yeah, we can be more persuasive than that.
I'm a persuasive character.
That's true, because I can make anybody the messenger. It doesn't have to be me.
I don't even know what I would say that would like any different. I like the idea, but I don't know what we could use like role playing wise to convince someone that we just killed all of her minions. Hey,
and tried to attack her a bunch too. So yeah, I don't know that there's a persuasive.
She was obviously had crazy rambling, so she's like almost in a psychotic break, obviously, because she was fine before, but then she had those crazy rambling. So if you talk to her maybe in her crazy language and say, "Hey, actually, we were just coming to talk to you because we think that we could help you."
We were trying to see if we killed all the things around you, if we could resurrect them.
Yeah, and like help you and give you eternal life. Because we found your information and we thought, hey, this is really good stuff, and we think that that we could help you get there.
I think this is very persuasive. We should try it.
What could possibly go wrong, right?
No, I like it. I think it's fun.
Teresa's not very persuasive at all.
Well,
I'll
Lolly,
just say that.
that's literally what Lolly is built for, like to be persuasive. That's the entire character.
So I could make Lolly the messenger.
I'm down for trying that. Fuck it, why not?
And then we can handle the shambling mound, since you can do. It takes a minute to cast, but you only have like 10 words. I think it is. More than 10 words.
Be persuasive in a really quick sentence.
Yeah, basically.
You must be very, very persuasive right now.
Because I don't think you sleep. So.
Well, as far as that shambling mound goes, let me see. Because if we're out of combat, I can get some spell slots left. So I do have my Pearl of Power. Haven't used that yet. And I have Arcane Recovery.
I don't think we want to take a short rest, but because if we take a short rest,
we
it's a short
don't.
rest.
I'm back. I was just letting you guys talk.
So, real quick, I'm going to use my Pearl of Power to get a spell slot.
Okay.
I'm going to get a 3rd level spell slot.
What's the demon she was? Does anybody remember what demon lord she was working for?
No.
Zugmoti.
However you pronounce it.
I tend to say it Zugtmoy.
Hey, Graham.
Yo.
Question for you. In Alex's dream ability, Liz's dream ability, it says you can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target. Can I look however I want monstrous and terrifying?
So I think, like, I read through this again, so I think, like, I'm just going to give my take on the spell real quick. Maybe it'll answer a variety of questions. So you go and so Teresa can, or not Teresa, Liz can start the trance and send a messenger, right? If the target's not asleep, you can keep the trance going until they fall asleep and then deliver a message per, like, the second paragraph. If you do the third paragraph, which is the terrifying thing, you get 10 words to convince, to deliver whatever message you want. And then that triggers the potential for psychic damage. The weird caveat to the spell is if the creature that you're targeting doesn't sleep, it has no effect.
Oh yeah, I see it. If the target is awake when you cast the spell, the messenger knows it and can either end the trance and the spell, or wait for the target to fall asleep.
But
Got
you're the
it.
And so I'm
sit there and wait for her to fall asleep
for
before I can
the
make it.
top portion, yeah. Or you can be the monstrous terror. But then you can only give 10 words. They have to. But if they fail.
Oh no, I think that from what I'm reading, like you have to wait for it to fall asleep, and then you can make the messenger appear monstrous and terrifying to the target in the dream. If you do, the messenger can deliver a message of more than 10 words. So they have to go to sleep one way or another. So yeah, that's not going to work. So never mind.
Well, I'm saying that in general. I'm not calling out the if they sleep thing in particular. I'm just saying, like, the way the spell works, the target has to be able to sleep. Whether or not that's relevant to Xanthoria, I don't know if anybody knows.
No, that's why it was something that Liz just out there today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so Lolly's gonna investigate around and see if there's any clues as to where else she would want to go. Like if there's little scrap of paper that says like, you know, the tower or old home or whatever she would have. But just looking for clues as to where Xanthoria might want to go.
Well, she either went back to Willow, which would be bad, or there's some place in this compound that she went to.
So, okay. As you search the room, Lolly, you do find tucked under that vivisection table some more loose sheets of paper that have mostly unintelligible. The script that it's written in is that same kind of insane script that her journal had devolved into. But you do see two things that kind of stand out to you in the documents. One is multiple drawings surrounded by this gibberish script that show both kind of a rough drawing of what you assume is the more normal form of Xanthoria, and a tiny humanoid figure with wings, and the pictures all kind of the handful of pictures that are there that she drew of these all look like it is some sort of merging or connection between the two entities. The other thing you find is a crude map that seems to have lots of levels on it. And there's some markings on it that seem to correspond. So, like right now, you guys are on the 5th level of or you're 5 levels down in Undermountain. There's some markings there, and then much deeper in the levels on this map, it looks like there are more kind of like question marks across various levels much deeper down below where you are now. Okay. The writing around it is all gibberish, so you can't really decipher any more than just like she had marked various locations you would presume in Undermountain, and marked them on this map.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to grab that map and then show it to the party. And ask if anybody can make any more sense of it than I can.
Liz will take a look.
I think you mostly gather the same general impression. Like there's various like half glyphs that are corrupted druidic on there, that have various comments like pointing to various places. You glean from the document that there's probably at least one other lich, somewhere in Undermountain in the deeper levels, and it looks like that got called out. And then the rest of the markings are basically gibberish to you.
It kind of doesn't surprise me.
Now, in particular on this map, are there any... So this lists the entrances and the exits, right?
It's more of like, imagine, I'm going to draw on the screen a little bit. Trying to figure out where you can see. I'm going to draw something somewhere. So do you guys see where my mouse is waving around, kind of inside all that rock to the southwest of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine that there's like a drawing that has all of these layers on it, right? And like like there's like kind of a mark where you guys are now, right? Like this would be layer 5. And then this goes down a lot, and there are various other spots kind of marked on the map, in the same way as this one. And I might have to actually punt until in between sessions to figure out which exact floors those look like they are. Because I don't have perfect memory of every single floor of this place. But there's a couple other marks on the map, some of them almost near the bottom, some of them significantly further down than where you are now.
Okay, well, with looking at that, Lolly will probably suggest that most likely Xanthoria has fled to somewhere that is outside of our reach for the moment. But he also suggests that we potentially go and wait for our host that owns the tower to recover enough that she could tell us anything she would know about potentially where Xanthoria would go.
But before we leave this area, we should
Definitely kill the
check
Shambler.
all the other rooms, including the one we didn't go to see what we find. But since she left the spore cloud in the hallway that eventually led to the shambling mound, I'm guessing that's a good area to start looking.
Probably true, yeah. Lolly would agree with your deductive capabilities and believes that your investigation may be on
Well, if I were someone that's on the run, I would certainly look for places that are dark and less frequently visited, and full of beasties to put between myself and the one pursuing me.
Yes, I could see why that would make more protection the better, I suppose.
But then again, I am not a druid. They probably... Can they even shapeshift at this point?
I mean,
Yeah.
Liz can. we
Not
don't
an
really
issue.
know with her or with Xanthoria, like if she's a lich, but then used to be a
Yeah, what she might actually.
oh, maybe she turns into a tree. Maybe that ant that I shot through the eyeball was actually Xanthoria. Ooh, spooky.
Seems like it'd be more like she would turn into a mushroom, given her
Touche.
allegiance with Zugmoy.
You're probably not wrong. Again, I applaud your deductive skills, my sir.
Every once in a while. Shall we head back to the entrance and start our exploration from there?
I think.
Yes, we
I think
might as
that's
well
next.
clear this place.
So we're gonna go smoke the Shambling Mound and then go, or
Yeah.
I'm down.
Well,
In the interest of time and keeping things moving, do you guys have a plan to deal with the shambling mound?
Smash it,
Shit.
which we should be
Beat
able
it.
to.
fire
It's
seems
near the
very
exit,
effective.
right?
Yeah, it was. It was up in the edge of the room where we had the orc and the human originally.
It's basically blocking the
So,
only exit you know of to this place.
Hey man, that's messed up, yo.
I ask because one shambling mound is not particularly dangerous to you guys. So if you have any half decent plan to deal with it, I'd just as soon not run another 3 rounds of combat or whatever to kill it.
They're not terribly fast, so I would just stand back and shoot / sneak attack at it.
Yeah, I would just spam it with Sacred Flame, and I would assume if we drop another significant fire damage on it, well, Shambling Mounds may not be as vulnerable to fire as a Treant, but
yeah, we found an enemy that had a vulnerability. I had to double check how that actually worked. I think there's like 600 monsters.
We would burn it from the bottom, and then I would get to the top, and I would just hack away at its top, and then eventually, in 3 turns, it would be reduced to nothingness.
So I guess I'm happy to say if you guys, whenever you want to go through that passageway, I'm happy to just kind of hand wave fighting at this point. Unless you have a burning desire to roll combat against it.
Should we check other side passages as we head that way?
Sure.
Were there any that we had not yet checked out, or had we explored?
Only one.
There's one place to the far southwest.
But it seems likely that if the Shambling Mounds at the entrance, she went through the entrance to somewhere else. But I don't know. I hesitate to just completely leave the complex in case she's just hiding in one of the rooms.
Well, then let's just quickly. We can just kind of, let's check it quick, and then if not there, then we head to the Shambling Mound.
I have no problem with looking around if that's what you guys think we should do. Like, I'm not against that.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's fine. Might as well.
Molly's all about investigating things, so.
Yeah, we should clear any spaces that we have not found.
Yeah, you don't have to
Just
talk Molly into that, so.
Wait, so can some...
The spore cloud was up this way behind.
Anvar, it has dissipated.
Yeah, I kind of figured we had taken long enough.
So we still haven't gone to this path down at the bottom of this area either.
Right. And there's a bunch of rooms up this way.
I think you guys have been in every room except the tunnel to the south.
Right. The only question was whether or not she doubled back into one of the rooms.
I kind of doubt it. I think we should go look down the hallway first.
Okay.
If she isn't down the hallway, then we can go check all the rooms. That's fine.
Sprint.
Elementary Watson. Or should I say, elementary Anvar.
So, Gibbles, once you get about halfway down that tunnel, you can feel there being... So there's 2 main things that stand out to you. The first is, as you start to walk down this tunnel, this whole place has been gross and smelly. In the room beyond, there is a scent of just death and rot unlike anything else that you have encountered here, to the point that like it almost makes you want to retch or vomit. You also feel some slight tremors as you walk down this hallway.
Okay. I turn back and look at everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone else can smell this too, but I'm gonna say this is definitely not Gibbles' vibe, and so he is looking green in the face, and you guys can go ahead while he takes a second to get his stomach in order. Normally I'd like to sneak ahead, but I think Gibbles is probably feeling real bad about all of this right now.
I'll say the same scent that the same just stench of death for anybody who gets down this tunnel. It's bad. And anybody else who gets about halfway down the tunnel can also feel occasional kind of like just weird tremors in the stone.
Oh, this is probably something different.
Okay.
Maybe it's a new friend.
Maybe we should cast stream on one of these guys and try and befriend whatever's hiding at them.
Also, actually, Lolly does have a way to like try and make friends. So, yeah.
Oh.
Anvar, I think you're kind of running point, right?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So you can see into this room. You see kind of so the features of this room. There's a very large pit at the far end of the room. The floor all kind of slopes down towards that pit. Strewn about the room and on the walls are basically amputated chunks of bodies and discarded bits from what you assume is Xanthoria's prior experiments. All of the various remnants of Xanthoria's unfortunate subjects are kind of strewn about this room. And as I said, as you are walking down this hallway, you're feeling rumbling.
Yeah, so I'll describe what I see to the people behind me, the group, and say, yeah, this is probably not going to be what we're hoping for.
Yeah, but Lolly just wants to investigate. His curiosity is piqued.
Anvar will cautiously move forward and barely enter the room.
Cerisa is also interested in seeing if there might be anything I can sell.
So are you guys happy with the order? I like that. Are you guys happy with the order you're in right now? Kind of where you're standing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Liz, you're good?
Sure.
Okay. So kind of as the group of you all start entering into this room, a massive and disgusting looking worm bursts forth from the pit at the end and is going to lunge towards you.
Like from Beetlejuice?
Yeah, kind of like Beetlejuice. You can see as it rears up, there is something is catching any faint light. Kind of there's this faint phosphorescent light in here as there is everywhere. Deep in its maw, there is a glint of green as it rears its head up. And then,
oh no!
I am going to add you all to combat order because it is going to try to eat you.
I don't like those things.
I disagree.
So if you could roll initiative for me, that would be fantastic.
I forgot to use my ability to reset initiative bonus.
If you want to give it to somebody, give it to somebody.
I guess I'll give it to Anvar. Utility initiative.
Ooh,
wow, we rolled great.
And it's just gonna make me roll twice, huh?
Luckily, he rolled first.
Glad we got these rolls out of the way.
All right.
I'll roll it again. Doesn't want to let me roll it twice for advantage.
Just, I guess, roll somewhere and I'll just change it if it's higher.
Oh, there it goes. Maybe. Oh, no, that was Teresa. Oh, fine. Do it this way. So 15.
Okay, I'll add 1 to that. Hold on. Damn it.
It doesn't matter. Just leave it.
There we go, 15. Okay, so Anvar, this thing rears up. You're responsive enough to get to go before it tries to lunge at somebody.
Oh, goody. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, I guess. Because,
Never not Spirit Guardians.
Yep.
You're so good at guarding my spirit.
I mean, Oh, this room's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I was just like, it can't miss.
And then he'll approach to get it in its radius.
Okay.
And I think that's all he can do. Yeah, because Spirit Guardians is... Oh, wait. Yeah, because it's a real spell. I can't do a bonus action spell. Unless it's a cantrip.
Yes. Okay, so that takes us to Teresa. It is your turn.
Yeah, it's got it because it's in the area of effect. It's
I
gonna
have to
make
roll
the
the
wisdom
save.
save.
Yeah, okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Oh boy. Okay.
How's a 15?
That's a fail. 14 points of radiant damage.
Let me look at it. Cool. 14, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Spirit Guardians do their thing. Sorry, go ahead, Teresa.
I guess I'll give this a try. Good old Scorching Ray. Oh, that's terrible. So that is definitely a miss for the first one.
Yes. That's a hit.
7 fire damage, and the third one.
What? God damn it.
The 14 hits.
Hold on, Oh, my numlock is off, that's why. 50 million hit points. Okay. No, it shouldn't really have that many hit points. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually... Come on.
We'll be fighting for a while.
No, it's one of those things where I want to like do wild numbers so I don't just give away its hit points. Okay, so sorry, I have to apply Anvar's damage. What was that? 14?
20.
20.
Hang on. It was 14.
Okay, you did 14, and then we did 7 for the first one. And then so you had an 11, a 20, and a 14 to hit, right? Teresa?
Yeah. Does
Okay,
14
so
hit?
the 14 does not hit.
Okay. All right then. So there's that. Let's get out of this little tunnel here. Come over here, and that's my turn.
Okay, Gibbles, you're up.
I guess Gibbles. He's gonna get in here. Let's see. He's gonna toss a dagger.
Sorry, it's just the tone. That will hit.
Sweet.
For 6 damage. You throw a dagger into the side of this giant, gross, scaly, spiky worm's hide.
And then I think I'm going to, for my bonus action. I mean, so could I try and hide now since I'm not right next to it, or no? Because I attacked it. Like, what's your? How do you are you thinking about this? Or what if I still
I'm
have,
gonna
like,
say
15 feet to
no.
move?
Here, I'm gonna say no for the simple reason that the senses that this thing has will make hiding pointless. It has
Can
no.
its senses beat my super stealth?
I don't think it has eyeballs. So
It doesn't have any eyeballs.
It's sensing by tremors.
It has it has
Light.
multiple senses, but yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think you can hide from this thing right now, just because of the nature of how it senses its surroundings. Well, I guess sure. Roll a stealth check. Just roll one, and I'll tell you later if it matters.
I mean, a nat 20. I mean, come on.
No, there's a specific reason I'm asking for that stealth check. So okay, cool. So you try to hide. Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Lolly, it is your turn.
Okay.
I'm not saying don't hide to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to spend a ton of time having you do something to then just, like, utterly negate it in a turn because of something that you don't know.
I whispered to Liz that you should hide too.
You know the drill, Grim.
Deception?
Yep.
Pretty sure you win this one. You always do.
So that's a pretty honest worm.
Quick staring contest, you and me. You always win.
Pretty much just wants to eat you, so you know.
Do you get advantage on that or no?
So I was just reading Insightful Fighting. You don't get advantage.
So that's not going to hit.
Because if you, it makes it so you can use your sneak attack against the target, but you don't have advantage on the attack roll. Like it says, even if you don't have advantage. So.
Oh my god, I'm supposed to roll this
wrong the whole time.
You know what? I am not rolling this every damn. Fuck that. I don't care. It's too much.
I mean, Grim, unless it has like a +10 modifier to its deception, it's not going to win.
No, it's something. I was looking at something else at the same time. I'm supposed to roll something at the end of every person's turn, but I'm not going to roll it because like half of the things don't matter. So I'm just closing the book and ignoring that, and I'm just running off of the monster card. Okay. So it's my turn. Let's see here. So it already took the thing from the Spirit Guardians. So let's see. It gets 2 attacks. So Anvar, let's see here. Yes. Does that have reach? Yes, they both have reach. Cool. So it gets multi-attack, which is 1 bite and 1 stinger. It's just going to attack you. So the bite is going to happen first.
Oh, Jesus.
Does a 26 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, boy.
I feel like the new Billy Mays guy. That's a lot of damage!
So it bites you and swallows you.
Oh, goody.
So you are inside the worm now. What that means is you have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the worm. And you take 66 acid damage at the start of each turn. That's what the acid damage is.
Oh, boy.
There's
I already applied that acid damage. Oops.
Yeah. So you can take that acid damage off for now. You just take the piercing damage. Yada 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 yada. I'm not going to read that part because that's not relevant yet. Okay, so it can't. I guess that's its turn because it kind of can't split the multi-attack, but it swallowed you, Anvar. And I guess it's gonna. So I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move you a bit after a second Anbar.
Okay.
And then it gets to move. So it's going to
Technically,
get...
I guess that sphere's going with him.
It is. The sphere is going to go with him because you're right there. And it's going to move up to everybody else. That is the end of the worm's turn. Liz, it is your turn.
No.
What was that?
The worm is the new guardian.
Yeah, the worm now contains the spirit guardians that are attacking.
The worm is my god now.
Yeah. It's Liz's turn.
I'm going to cast Entangle.
Oh, I gotta make a con save.
Or
how much damage to me? 22. So that'd be
10 plus 11 is 21.
So because Spirit of Guardians is gone.
Your guardians of the spirit are no more. What was that, Liz?
I'm
Entangle.
Entangle, yeah.
Okay. Oh, grasping weeds and vines from the ground in a 20-foot square. So I'm assuming you're just covering this thing. That's fine. Creature in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw. Okay. The strength saving throw is going to be, I'm assuming, against... Oh, okay. DC 17 saves. Strength. Yeah. It passes.
That's rude.
Yeah, with a +9 to strength.
It's a big boy.
Well, it needs to stop that.
Yeah.
I didn't figure that, but it was a first level spell. But if I could get it restrained, if it rolled shitty.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's...
Yeah,
it's
true.
Okay. So that's an action. Bonus action remove.
Can I roll to prepare the shillelagh?
Shillelagh is a bonus action. Yeah, you can do shillelagh.
Yeah, I think the part is just to have it like ready. So then on the next turn, actually.
Yeah, so you've got the shillelagh. It's there. So if you want to attack the next turn, it's there. Do you want to move?
Yeah, since I just did that, I'll move up.
I will note now that the worm is out of the pit. That pit is very, very deep. Just if anybody cares or needs to know that. Anvar.
Anvar mighty when he dies in there. So I gotta make a save of some sort.
No, you just take the damage. Because you're in
good.
its stomach.
Let me scroll up to it.
So I'll roll it. It's 66. So it's that in acid damage.
Okay. And get to the character sheet. And so 22. Come on. So that'd be... Okay. Well, since I'm in a bit of pickle, I'm going to try a desperation spell and banish it.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. Target will succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. Okay. Charisma saving throw.
I'm assuming I can see it given I'm inside its guts.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Ooh.
Now, this is where I have to decide if it's banished. Do you go with it because you're inside it? I'll say no, because that seems harsh.
If you did, I would accept it. I mean, it probably wouldn't make the effect last long. So he's getting the fuck out of that spot.
So it's banished.
That seems like a good fuck you option.
I don't want to be that fuck you right now. The spell lasts for 1 minute. So it is banished to some rando demi-plane right now. It's going to be back in a minute.
And I'm going to tell everybody it'll be back in a minute, and it'll come back in the same exact spot it was in. And that I purely did it because I didn't know of any way else to get out of the inside of the worm.
Lolly's going to run over and see if there's anything in there that is interesting for like not very long, like 10 seconds or something.
With a 10-second glance to run over there, look in. It's just a really deep pit. How far is your dark vision?
He's got the 300 feet effect.
Oh, 300 feet.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh, okay. So that pit's about 100 feet deep.
All right, and then I'm going to skedaddle the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like this is going to be a fight worth having.
I mean, I'm kind of curious what the green thing is, but not interested enough when Anvar just, like, fucking got smoked immediately.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm just, like, running on empty with spell slots here. I've got a few, but they're low-level spells.
At this point, I would say this is kind of the... To be blunt, this is kind of a high-risk, high-reward fight. If you guys want to keep going.
Yeah, I figured there's, like, something really interesting in that thing, but I just don't want to, like, fuck with it right now.
I still have Disintegrate.
Okay, I want to fuck with it. Alright, I changed my mind.
We can always come back.
You could smoke it as it comes back. You could stand in the hallway or something and just, like...
Well, I mean, we could rest after if we find Xanthoria and deal with her, we could rest and come back tomorrow morning fresh and deal with it then.
That's true.
I mean, it's not like it's...
Now I really want to kill it, but...
It's... Well, I mean, I'm hoping that this tunnel is small enough that it's not going to actually just come straight through the tunnel.
I mean, I also have Windwalk if we really need to get the F out of there. It's good for all. We become clouds.
Here? I think it was here. I'm just putting it where it was, just so I know where it was.
That makes sense.
Anvar's like, ah!
Yeah, panic.
I don't want to be a worm treat. I don't want to be a worm treat.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like Anvar was going to gain a whole lot by being in the thing's guts.
Nope. I think, like, best case scenario for Anvar is that he gets out of the guts and then it's still going to try and eat him again.
Mm-hmm.
We can just get...
See, Anvar, there is one good thing, though. At least it tried to eat you and not me, because it would have just insta-killed you.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage.
Anvar, I guess you would know, since it swallowed you. I can give you a little bit of information.
Sure.
I just realized this now. There's a giant emerald about the size of a soccer ball lodged inside that thing.
It was lodged, so Anvar wouldn't have thought that he could get it. But he will relate. That's what the green thing was inside the
like
worm.
When it ate you, it shoved it further down, I guess.
Yeah. So it's got a soccer ball emerald stuck inside it. So, you know, that might be worth something.
But... Lolly's good. Lolly does not care about money at all. He just wanted to know what it was.
Anvar at the moment wants to just not be eaten again. For some strange
I think we're going to have to drag Gibbles out of there kicking and screaming. But...
I'm tempted, but I also just saw Anvar get swallowed whole, so I'm kind of like, oh no.
You might all also realize it can do its bite attack every single turn.
Yep, figured that.
So, Totally up to you guys, though. If you want to wait around and see when it comes back from being banished, you can see what happens, or you can not.
I think Anvar's vote is we come back to deal with it. Don't deal with it when we're fresh, as opposed to trying to deal with it when we're already beaten up and still have Xanthoria to deal with.
Yeah, Ollie agrees.
Yeah.
So in a minute,
Yeah,
you
that is true.
guys, in a minute, you guys can probably get back to the main chamber plus all of this chatter. So I'm assuming you're just doing a tactical
Withdrawal?
Tactical
redeployment.
retreat.
A tactical redeployment of forces.
Tactical redeployment to the rear. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. So eventually you hear kind of a whoomp sound and a bunch of rumbling. And that is what happens with that thing. I like how technically the Xanthoria fight is way potentially worse, but that thing's one ability is just like, fuck you. Anyway. Like,
well, Grim, you should be appreciative. You got me to use a spell that I didn't think I was actually going to use today.
There we go. I did it. Okay, so you guys regroup. It's 11:30. What do you guys want to do next? I just want to be a little conscious of time.
Want to kill Xanthoria.
So
Graham, where is she? So we can just go kill her.
So we're probably going to look at all the rooms that we've revisited, deal with the Shambling Mound, and
so you can kill. Do you guys just want me to narrate through what happens there pretty quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, so
like when we find her,
Yeah.
All the rooms in here are empty.
Okay.
Xanthoria is not in this location anymore. You guys can happily kill the Shambling Mound. I don't really care. It's a CR5 creature. I don't want to run that combat right now. I
assume we didn't
regret
find this.
pulling it out.
Well, might as well go back to the worm.
Yeah. All right.
Well, so I assume we didn't find the sprite.
No, there is the only creature left in this entire place that you guys know of is that giant worm thing. You have killed everything else.
So the other thing to check would be to check on Willow and her friends to make sure that they're still okay.
You guys want me to pop us up there?
Right.
Yes.
Wee. Okay, so it's been, about an hour since you left Willow. I just activated that page. Willow's still recovering along with her displacer beast. Halistry is still chilling downstairs. I think I said last time, it's probably going to take many days, if not longer, for Willow to actually recover from the injuries, but at least as far as let me turn combat off. Why is there still a combat bar? Hold on, let me.
Why?
That's an interesting thing to know about this game. Okay, cool. Okay. So the displace. I guess Halistry will let you know that Xanthoria exited the front door. Halistry had no orders to do anything, so did nothing. So Xanthoria bugged the fuck out of here while you guys were down below. Willow's recovering, and Chrysan, her displacer beast, is still by her side.
So Anvar will look at the group and go, if we don't know where Xanthoria went, if we stay here and take a long rest, we can go try and deal with the worm tomorrow. In which case, there are 2 spells that Anvar wants to cast before we spend our time long resting.
Yeah, and then we're more prepared.
So the 2 spells that Anvar would want to cast are Greater Restoration on Willow, and then Heroes Feast for, well, pretty much everybody.
Yay, Heroes Feast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You want a Heroes Feast again?
Well, yeah, it's a new one.
Sure, it'll be a new day, right?
For the next day.
Let me do the Greater Restoration first, just so. So that's what the Greater Restoration would do on Willow. I don't know if that helps her situation or not, but
I mean, let's say it like speeds up her recovery a little bit. Let's see here. Positive energy, undo debilitating effect. So exhaustion, you can reduce exhaustion. I hadn't mechanically really thought about what's fucking up Willow. It's more narrative.
okay. Well,
yeah, like it helps
fine.
her, and like we'll take a day off. I'll probably figure that out between now and next session what that actually means.
Yeah, that's fine.
As far as the Heroes Feast goes, I might hit you up in between sessions because I know we talked about it before, but I want to look up what I said about how often you can cast it, just because of the nonsense of Heroes Feast.
Sure. Level that it gives you.
Well, I think I want to go look back and try and figure out, or at least talk to you about what I remember, and see if what I remember is what we agreed to on it. But we can do that outside of this. I will say
it's a very powerful spell. So
yeah, we're at the point where I actually have to care about material costs to some degree for very specific spells, and Heroes Feast is one of them.
Right. I mean, I'm certainly fine if you want to say it's once per.
I think I said it was once per week
know,
for free,
adventure.
And then like after that, it was.
I don't remember we have ever actually decided what the limits were on it. I think we talked about there may need to be limits, but I don't think we actually ever said any.
Okay, I'll probably just.
It turns out you're the one in charge.
I am in charge, but I want to think about it just a little bit because part of me wants to say sure, but part of me wants to be like, that's really fucking powerful.
I mean, if you said it was once per scenario, and considering Xanthoria and that area as a scenario, and we still haven't finished it, then I've cast it for the one time, and that's that. I mean,
well, I'm going to change the subject, and we can get into that more. Because the other thing is, are you guys going to long rest? So let's put the Heroes Feast like on hold, and I'll come back to that between sessions. Are you guys long resting after Anvar does this stuff?
I think we should. Yeah.
I mean, the only other thought would be there were awakened stuff out there. We could actually ask them, or well, Liz could ask them if they saw her and where she ended up, Xanthoria, that is, so that we know where she went.
Up here at all, or I can talk.
So I mean,
yeah. Do you guys want to do that before or after resting?
Before.
Okay. So are you thinking of those awakened trees you had talked to before?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have to look at a map.
Okay, maps.
No, not that book. The other book. This book. This is level 5. Oh god, I opened the right page the first time. How does that happen? That leads to that. That leads to that. So the awakened trees to the north that you have met, they did not see anyone while you've been gone. So Xanthoria did not go off to the north.
She could be anywhere.
That's good.
Yeah. So I think that's at least of like, yeah. So if you go back and if you pop out, talk to those awakened trees you found to the north, they have not seen anybody since you guys passed.
Well, that's rude.
Well, they saw the paladin leave. He apparently just like got bored and walked away, and that happened. But other than that, there we go. There's our continuity break for explaining how a player joined and then left. He, I guess, just wandered off while you guys went downstairs, and past them. But other than that, they have not seen anybody.
Wasn't he Astriel's friend?
He was his brother's friend, who was also his coworker. But then he said his job changed, and I don't know. I didn't push him on it because I don't like. Either he had legitimate life circumstances change or didn't want to play with us, and I don't care. It's a game.
I just kind of think it's generally amusing that Astriel and the person that were related to him in some tangential both did the same.
Yeah.
So
I'm willing to cut Gabe more slack just for reasons, but
I mean, I am too, but I still like blaming him.
Oh yeah. Who knows? I don't want to cause Gabe strife at work either, so I decided to just let that all pass. Like whatever. Tried it,
Yeah.
didn't work out.
Yep. Are we good for tonight? Are we?
Well, if you guys are gonna long rest, you get a level up.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get
Ooh.
to go to level 13, I think. Because I think, despite not defeating Xanthoria, there is still some pretty intense stuff going on to get here. So let's all go to level 13.
So now we can really go fuck that.
Yeah, and you've got a long rest in a calm place. That seems fair. So I think, yeah, we can wrap here because I think, Teresa, you're probably ready to go.
Yeah, I'm starting to fall asleep here.
Cool. So if you want to look in D&D Beyond, level up your character, please don't sync your character to the game.
Okay.
Don't do that, because between this section and next session, I am going to try and update Foundry to the next version. Because it's been long enough that I feel pretty confident that I can do that. And I'm also going to try and fix a lot of mods and nonsense, and then we can just kind of update the characters at the beginning of next session if I can't do it before then.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
sounds
All
good.
right, no problem.
So check your spell. If you're a spellcaster, obviously do your spells. If you're not, you probably have a lot less to do. But thanks everyone. Hopefully.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you.
Ray.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Out of curiosity, while I still have a few people here, next session, do you guys have any idea? The plan is to go after the worm?
No, we want to get Xanthoria, but we don't know where she is. So probably the
Worm.
Okay,
Probably the worm.
So worm, and then how do you think you're going to look for Xanthoria? Just because I'm trying to think of what direction to prep for.
I don't know. Depends on the spells.
Right now, we don't have a good lead, so I'll have to look over the Anvar's spells to see if there's something worthwhile he could do through his spells to try and give us a lead. Otherwise, there was supposedly a green dragon that seemed willing to talk to people, because that's where the paladin was spotted. We could talk to the dragon.
Might be Lolly talking to people trying to convince
Yeah, well, he's certainly the best of the bunch of us on that regard. I mean, there's a lot of area on this level, but she could have gone anywhere. And certainly after a long rest, I mean, even more so. I have a sneaking suspicion she'll turn up again. because I'm pretty sure we probably pissed her off thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah, but trying to find her some way or some creative way.
I don't know the cleric divination spells well enough to know what they give for options.
Okay. Well, if anybody has any brainwaves between now and next week, let me know if you come up with any things that you think you want to do next session. I only ask because we're on level 5. There's a bunch of levels in this place, so if you decide to like go up a level or go down a level, I will go through those levels a bit. But if you have something that you're like got a burning desire to do, let me know so I can try and prep in the right direction.
Anvar was curious about the town, but I mean, or the ruins of the town, but
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a strong curiosity. But I mean, as far as when he came here, his thought was, we're gonna deal with whatever the situation is with Xanthoria and Willow, and then he was gonna call everybody out of here to go back to the temple. So, but he doesn't know if there's any other reason that we want to be poking around currently in the dungeon.
I mean, have you ever played Diablo? Bro, you
Oh
always...
yeah, totally. I mean, Anvar's just not loot driven.
Where else do you find treasure chests?
Yeah, Anvar's just not quite wound that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's willing to go along with flow. I mean, he's generally wants to make life better, and certainly acquiring wealth will help fuel Salune's cause for whatever.
Well,
So
also giant worms that eat people in a pit of, death are probably not a good thing to be, just sitting around.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Disintegrate though.
He's pretty bitter about the getting swallowed.
We could have one-shotted the worm.
You could say you're just covered in bile from being so sick of being eaten.
Like, I shall face the peril. Fuck that shit.
I shall face the peril as soon as it, I can just picture just the worm just vanishes and Anvar pops out. He's like, we're leaving and we're leaving now.
Might inspire him to memorize blade barrier for next time. So next time he gets swallowed, it gets a blade barrier as a response.
Fuck you. So, here's some indigestion.
I was going to tell you guys there was one time that we were playing a one shot with our old D&D group, and one of the guys we were playing with was a Warforged cleric.
Yep.
So yeah. he got eaten, or I think he got consumed by a shambling mound, I think. And so it normally it suffocates you, right? Well, he's Warforged, so it didn't bother him at all.
Doesn't have to breathe.
He just sat inside of it, and his spirit guardians just slowly killed it.
Oh God, just like the worst way to die. It's like dying of cholera more quickly.
The shambling mound was I think it was trying to get away from everyone else, so it was running from us. And
it was shambling away and slowly getting annihilated.
Continually was dying as it left.
Yeah.
Nice.
Completely left field question and not for next week, but I have a new super simple, crazy cyberpunk style game. So I'll throw out there, would anybody be interested in a 1 or 2 shot cyberpunk game at some point in the indeterminate future?
I'd be down.
Sure, why not?
It's random character generation, so it's literally zero prep for the players. I'm just kind of curious to run it at some point.
Sure. It depending on what day of the week, sure.
Well, what I would probably do is run it on a session where if we're down a few people, I might just prep a one shot for it. And then if we have a week where we're missing 1 or 2 or, however many people, then hopefully I can just pull it up, run it as a one shot for fun. The rules fit on one page.
I posted the PDF you shared.
Yeah, that's the one, Cyborg. Yeah, so it's basically. Yeah. Does anybody here know what Morkborg is?
I only knew it existed.
Yes.
I didn't actually know. I haven't looked
Okay,
at
so
it.
it's like the cyberpunk version of Morkborg. So like if anybody's played Cyberpunk or looked at like that Cyberpunk Netflix show, it's basically that.
Okay.
But it's very much like characters are disposable. There's a very few number of conceits to get started that I can probably explain in like 5 or 10 minutes, and then it's just like you're a bunch of cyberpunks in a city. Here's a situation. Let's just like have a fun night. So I will probably think about prepping that in case we have a weird session. And then if we don't have enough people, we can just like roll that up. Anyway, just wanted to throw it out. If anybody hates that idea and doesn't want to say it, feel free to let me know because I want to have fun. But yeah. Okay.
Sounds like shit. I hate it.
I don't like your stupid idea, Grim. Go away. So, guys, let's do RuneQuest character creation. That'll take us about 3 sessions just to make the characters, and then we'll never use them. No, we're not going to.
Hey, Grim, can I show you how I feel about that really quick?
Are you blowing a middle finger up at me right now? Yep, there it is. There it is. Ah. Oh, boy. Okay, cool. Like I said, I won't be running Thanksgiving, but I'm hoping to run up until then. And then after Thanksgiving, I assume we can talk about everybody's holiday plans because I'm assuming that's going to throw wrenches into things. Anyway, thanks all. Talk to you later. I'm going to go pass out.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.